Hello student, let's start chapter 8 in our science and the chapter heading is reproduction in animal. As we had done in our previous class in class 7 reproduction in plant. In this chapter we are going to learn about reproduction in animal. So the first question will be why reproduction is essential. You see why reproduction is essential. So students, simply reproduction is very much necessary in animal and plants for these three purposes. What are these? For the survival of an individual, you can see, and then for the survival means if they are going to be process of reproduction, then any species won't be survive on the earth also. Second is for the continuation of species. For the continuation of species means if there is a species, you can take dog. If dog will not give birth to another dog or cat will not give to birth to another cat, the species of cat or dog will be vanished forever. Vanishment, it will extinct. So to continue the species of any animal or plant, reproduction process is necessary for human being also. If the reproduction process will not happen, then the species of human, which is the most advanced and developed species on the earth, will be extinct forever. So for the continuation of any species, reproduction process is necessary. Now see, the third reason for the reproduction is variation in the species. What do you mean by variation? Variation means there should be different variety in the any species. For example, two cats you will find not similar at all. There may be at least a very small difference between the two cats. For example, you can take two human beings also. If you say that you just look like your father, brother, mother or sister, anyone, but there is another speciality of yourself in you also. तुम्हारी खुद की कुछ वेरिएशन तुम्हारे अंदर होगी. किसी भी दो ह्यूमन में कोई भी बिल्कुल एक सा नहीं होता है. बाय प्रोसेस ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन सेम काइंड इज गिवन बर्थ, but take it so that no two individual will be totally same to each other. So for the variation process of the species, reproduction is very necessary, is it? So for the variation also you will find slightly any difference from two individuals, among many individuals among the family members. In your family you will find many of them are looking alike, but there may be slight difference between. So there is new variety born in the family by the mode of reproduction. So there are two main modes of the reproduction, as you know. So the main is sexual reproduction and other is asexual reproduction. The first one is sexual reproduction, the type of reproduction which begin with the fusion of male and female gamete is known as sexual reproduction. You can see, you had seen in your previous class, we had seen sexual reproduction in plant. So where we had seen male and female gamete fused in the ovary of the flower and then reproduction started. So the fusion of the male gamete into female gamete termed as fertilization. So this sexual reproduction, fertilization is necessary first of all. So as we had seen in our previous class, in class 7, male gamete was pollen and female gamete was ovule. Both get diffused in the ovary of the flower and then zygote formed. And then this zygote further developed into embryo and then it has changed to seed and then other fruit. So in this process of reproduction, in this mode of reproduction, both male and female, that means both of the parent means mother and father, both of the parents are necessary. This type of the reproduction can't take place in the absence of any one of these. Got it? So this is the most advanced process of reproduction. Now come What do you know about asexual reproduction? Simply we know that in this type of reproduction, only single parent is involved, is called asexual reproduction. In this mode, both parents are not required. So simply this type of reproduction take place in the simple organism, single cellular organism, you can say simple plants and simple microorganisms also. Yes. So in our previous class we had seen different type of the asexual reproduction were reproduction by the vegetative parts, which is termed as vegetative propagation, and then we came to know about spore formation, then we came to know about budding, then we came to know about fragmentation. Binary fission takes place in amoeba. So let us begin to start. Read about asexual reproduction firstly. So student, we had learned in our previous class asexual reproductions are vegetative propagation and then spores formation and then budding, reproduction by leaf margin. So we will go for many of them. So firstly we will learn about vegetative propagation. So we are learning about asexual reproduction, is it? So first we will take vegetative propagation. So in this mode, reproduction takes place from the vegetative parts of the plant. Vegetative parts of the plants are roots, stem, branches, leaves, etc. So reproduction takes place with those parts of the plant. So we are having some example. First of all, we had learnt about stem cutting, isn't it? So stem cutting generally we just take for reproduction in roses and other flower. So this is this is money plant. So this just takes place, see, reproduction takes place in this types of the plant by stem cutting. We have cut this stem and then we have just planted this stem. After some time, new leaves, new branches will grow from here, these parts, you can see, and then it will develop into new money plant, is it? So this one is stem cutting. Stem cutting takes place in rose also. Stem cutting can take place in you can say China rose also, many of the flowers. Yes. Another one we had learnt about leaf margin, reproduction through leaf margin, in which we had learnt it takes place in bryophyllum. We had seen this type of structure and new plants are generating here and then it just change into a developed plant. Firstly, root-like structure grow. So I am showing you example here. You see, this is leaf of bryophyllum. You will see when this leaf get mature, this type of, you see this type of root-like structure just grows at the leaf margin of this bryophyllum leaf. Is it? You can see there. Yeah. And then this root consequently developed into a new plant. You see? So interesting it is. So this develops into a new plant and after getting matured, it dries up and it just falls down in the ground and it just develops into a new plant of bryophyllum. This is how it will break and it will fall to the ground and it will develop into new bryophyllum. So this mode of reproduction is reproduction through leaf margin. You see this type of new root-like structure are generating from the margin and these all will again change into this type of small bryophyllum plant. This is reproduction through leaf margin and then you can take this example ginger. This is reproduction by stem. So in ginger also you will find this is stem. Actually student, this ginger is stem of the plant. It grows just like this and then it just generate. If you cut this stem and you will fall inside the ground, it will again generate into another part of big ginger. This type of reproduction takes place in potato also, but it is slightly different from ginger. How potato just has this type of eyes. You see, this is eye, this is depressed part. This is eye of potato. You can see. Through these eyes, new bird-like structure will generate. New bird-like structure will grow through these eyes. And that bird-like structure are broken again here, just like ginger, and just planted inside the ground. Because this potato grows inside the ground. Yes, this is underground vegetable. Because this is stem. And you can see leaf of the potato are growing on the upper portion of ground, but potato are planted inside the ground. So see, these eyes will give birth to new birds, and those new birds are broken and planted inside the ground. This is also reproduction by stem. And how? By cutting the bud of the potato. Another example also you can see, this is also a type of vegetable. So see, this is also having birds. This is also known as jamaican. Jamaican means it grows inside the जमीन. ये जमीन के अंदर बढ़ता है, इसीलिए इसको jamaican भी कहते हैं. ठीक है, तो ये देखिए आप, ये इसके जितने भी बर्ड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, ये स्टेज है, ये क्या होगा, ये नए जमीन के फॉर्म में डेवलप हो जाएगा. And here also we are having onion. Onion, this is stem, this is root of onion, and this will grow into new leaf of the onion. So onion is also stem. So I am showing many type of the stems. How reproduction takes place in stem. It's very interesting also, especially this briar flower. I just like the mode of reproduction in briar. It looks very beautiful. So let us start. Let us continue. So first was vegetative propagation, about which we have totally learned. Second we will take as budding. So student, budding generally takes place in hydra. Hydra is just this type of structure. Yeah, this is hydra. Yes, it just grow a bud-like structure. And after some time, this bud changes into new organism. Yes, firstly this bud, and in the second stage, you can see in the second stage, this bud again grows, and in the third stage, you will see that this bud will just change into new hydra, and it just get mature, and after getting mature, it just falls down on the ground and it just become a new hydra, is it? So this is budding in hydra. You can see budding in yeast also. This is yeast. This is in yeast. This is yeast, and new bud-like structure just grow, and this bud-like, and it can grow more than one buds at a time, and this bud-like structure just get mature and again falls on the ground, just like that, and these all just turn into new yeast. So this is budding, is it? So now come to budding takes place in hydra and yeast, etc. Now come to, in our 8th class group, especially we will have to learn about budding, and then we will have to learn about binary fission. So I am explaining you those. I have already explained you vegetative propagation by showing you some examples. So let us know about binary fission. So in binary fission also, there is no need of both of the parents. We only need a single parent. So see, binary fission takes, this is omega, yeah, this is having its this is the nucleus of omega. So in the first stage of the process of fission, there is a depression in between this, and nucleus also starts to get depressed. So in this mode of reproduction, student, you should always remember, firstly, the nucleus will divide itself into two nucleus, is it? So see, now we are seeing that the amoeba hasn't divided, but nucleus has been divided into two nucleus. Now it can give birth. Now it can give birth to individual, to omega. How? Now this part will be one omega and this one will be another omega having their two nucleus. So this process is binary fission, you can see. So let me wipe the body and drawing a outline margin for budding here. So this budding for east, yes, and this was for hydra. So in this body, these words fall on the ground and give rise to new east, and this is parent east, yes, and these are birds, and this is hydra. This is bird of hydra and this is parent hydra, because this hydra is giving birth to another hydra. Yeah. So now let us continue about omega. Now omega has been divided into two parts and one omega has changed into two omega. So this is mode of reproduction, but this is binary fission. Binary. So do you remember binomial, monomial? So bi means two, monomial, binomial. So binary means two. So one gives birth to two. So this is parent omega and these are two child omega. And these are generally, it is said as mother omega, and this is said as daughter omega. This is mother. In binary fission, there is no father, it is only mother, and these are daughter cells. Daughter omega. So one mother omega has given birth to two daughter omega. Isn't it interesting? Very much interesting. So we have already learned about this type of the asexual reproduction in class 7 in plants and in some microorganisms also. So in this chapter, in chapter 9 of class 8, we will go with sexual reproduction properly. We will see how sexual reproduction takes place. So to start that, we will firstly just recall sexual reproduction in plants, which we had learned in class 7. So we will especially go for sexual reproduction. In the asexual reproduction, we had especially learned about binary fission and budding. Is it? Budding and binary fission, we had learned about that only. For this class, these two modes of reproduction by asexual processes are important for you. Is it? So in the next video, we will recall sexual reproduction in plant and then we will go for sexual reproduction in animals. That's all for today. You should copy this. Thank you. Have a nice day.